Today I want to tell you about one of the most fascinating conversational monarchs of the 16th century, Queen Mary of Scots. Queen Mary of Scots, from the time she ruled Scotland to France to the time she was entrapped in her letters of executing her cousin, to the time of her trial, all the way up until her beheading. From the time she ruled Scotland from the age of 6 days old, when King James passed away. King James V passed away. She then ruled for a little while and moved to France, the court of France, at the age of 5. At the age of 5, she stayed there until the age of 11 when she married Francis II. Francis II then became infected with an ear infection and passed away, which then she returned to Scotland. Scotland then took in the fact that she was now going of the age of 18 when she became her first widow. At the age of 18, she then married her second cousin, Dauphin, who then helped rule Scotland for a while until he was brutally murdered unexpectedly. Unexpectedly after that, she then found a third husband who pretty much imprisoned her. She found a way to escape after 19 years and then sought refugees from her cousin Elizabeth. Cousin Elizabeth then found letters by her spy, who Wilson found out that would help her bring the letters out of the prison, and in turn decided that he was going to read them. So now she is being accused of murdering or assassinating her cousin to take throne. At this time, she has now decided that she's going to imprison her for several years while they do her trial. In this time, her trial, she has now decided that she was going to sign the death warrant because they have decided to get her for treason, which Elizabeth doesn't want this on her hands, so Queen Mary is stuck there for a while until February 7th. On February 7th, Elizabeth signs the death warrant for Mary but says, "Please do not execute." So at the execution, 3 days after she signs these papers, the under of her decides to convene a court of 10 men and press on with this murder. Then, on the 7th, she's told that she will be executed the next morning on the 8th. On the 8th, she is then, from the 7th to the 8th, she has then decided to put all of her stuff in line. On this alignment of getting her affairs in order and everything, she is then executed the next morning. She's taken 3 blows to the neck to get her head chopped completely off. On the first blow, after the executioner chops, he does not fully chop her head off completely. So that's why it took 2 more blows to end up completely executing her. Then he holds up her head and says, "Save Queen Elizabeth," or "God save Queen Elizabeth." So now we've gotten to her beheading. So on this time, she's then got her legacy of how she became from the beginning of her journey all the way to the end. Where am I? So now we have decided on this whole adventure, was she really supposed to be executed for something that really wasn't something that they completely proved, or was she completely non-innocent? Or was she completely innocent? Or not innocent? So I give you my conclusion on how Queen Elizabeth was beheaded from the time of her journey.